Hello friends, I am ready to add color to my landscape drawing. I'm going to go ahead and start with the trees first. Again, I just have some colored pencils I'm going to be working with here. I'm going to just go through and go ahead and outline my pine trees. And then when I color them in, how I color them in is I kind of just make these little X's over and over and over again. I'm just repeating these and I make them really, really fast. I like coloring my pine trees this way because it just gives it a little bit of texture. Pine trees have pine needles, and so instead of coloring it in solid, I want to add a little bit of texture, so that's why I do the X's. You can really color your pine trees in however you want. But this is just one way that I like to color mine. And then I also like to add a little bit of black. I like to overlap those green X's with just a little bit of black X's lightly, just to give it a little, just a little bit of, it needs to be a little bit darker green in there. And so it just makes it look nice, because if you ever look at a tree, it's not just one solid color. There's lots and lots of colors in one tree. Even if it's a green tree, there's still lots of different shades of green. You'll find darker greens, lighter greens, and so on. All right, and this is a winter picture, so I am also going to just leave some of that white in there, and that can just be the snow on the pine trees. So I'm going to continue my pine trees. All right, and I'm finishing these front pine trees. Here I'm actually not doing the X's as much. I'm just kind of scribbling, which you normally don't want to do in art, but in this case, it's just adding that texture that I really want for my pine trees. So believe it or not, sometimes in art, it is actually okay to scribble. It's actually good to scribble. So you can try the same thing, getting the same kind of look just by kind of scribbling within those pine trees. And then again, adding that black, overlapping it, just to give it a little more shade in those trees. All right, now I'm ready to move on to the mountains, which I am going to make purple. So I'm going to find my purple colored pencil, and then I'm going to go ahead and outline them first with a black colored pencil so that I can keep those nice lines that I have, that texture that I added. I can still see those even after I color them in. All right, so I'll finish outlining those. And then I'll go ahead and start coloring them in lightly with some purple. This I'm not doing any texture. This one I'm just coloring in nice and solid, trying to stay inside the lines. I'm not pressing down really, really hard. I'm just kind of getting it to show up as much as I need it to. Again, I don't mind if there's even some white that I still see, because that can just be the snow. But I definitely want to leave it solid white on the top for the snow-capped mountains. So I'll continue to color those in. All right, and next I'm just going to outline my house and my pond using a black colored pencil, so I can again outline those nice lines. And then I can go ahead and start coloring in my house. I'm going to color it in brown, so it's kind of like a log cabin. And then last, I will color in my pond and my sky. And I am all done. I hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoyed coloring your landscape in. I will see you next time.